So you've just finished your CWL season, and you're wondering how you could have gotten some stars against those Max Town Hall 13s. I've already shown you the Baby Blimp strategy, but now I'm going to show you the Electro Dragon Blimp strategy. So this is going to be a 3-step process. Well, it's going to be more steps than that, but I had to simplify it, right? But anyways, first you're going to get some value out of your king and queen, just in case there's something like ice golems and or golem or a hound in the CC that can really tie up your heroes. You're going to get the value right off the bat, trying not to lure the CC troops. And then after that, you're going to drop your loons with 1 or 2 E-Dragons and a Rage and your Warden, and then you're going to send the Blimp in behind. You're going to use the Warden ability to both protect the Electro Dragons while they get some value, and you're going to time it so that it's right when the Blimp is passing through to help the Blimp reach the Town Hall even when the Town Hall is in the middle. And the last thing you're going to do is just use your remaining Electro Dragons and spells to get as much extra percentage as possible. Now Kevin is going to be using the same exact army in both of these attacks, except he is not going to have any barbarians in the Blimp, and I'm going to show you why he got away with that. But usually if there is space around the Town Hall, which again I'll go into more specifics, you want to have some barbarians, because what happens is the barbarians come out first, they trigger the traps, and then the goblins can come out and safely take down the Town Hall. But let's not waste time, let's get right into these replays here. Now for this first replay, we have this near maxed Town Hall 13 that Kevin is going to be hitting. And the first thing he's going to do is he's going to drop his heroes over on the left at 9 o'clock. And there is one little point I want to make, and it's something that's important for every attack. Now, as you can see, there's a single Inferno over there, and the King is about to go in range of that. I recommend hitting the Barbarian King ability right before the King gets in range of that single. So as you can see, the single does lock onto him, but he hits the ability, and the King actually runs away from that single beam, which works out just fine. But anyways, you do want to send your King and Queen into an area to try to snipe an air defense, because that will allow the Electro Dragons to get more value in that area. So next thing he's going to be doing is dropping a couple Electro Dragons around the base to get some good value. As you can see on the right over there, there are a bunch of buildings really close together. And at the top, he drops his Electro Dragons. Now, you see he drops 1 Electro Dragon, a couple loons, and then the Blimp. And you're going to see the Warden come right behind. And right before the Blimp exits his aura, boom, he hits that Warden ability, which saves it from 2 Seeking Air Mines. Now, let's pause right here. The reason you don't need barbarians in this raid is because the top area, the side that the Blimp comes in on, has walls there and not space. If there is space, then you cannot be sure that there aren't spring traps, giant bombs, and stuff like that. That is why he got away with not having any barbarians. But if there is any space around the Town Hall, I always recommend bringing some barbarians in the CC. But anyways, this part is easy. You just drop 1 Electro Dragon with a Rage for each of them to get as much of that chain value as possible, using the remaining freezes to get as much value out of these Electro Dragons as you can. And he uses these 2 loons later. You can always use them with the Blimp as well. It just depends on your preference. But anyways, this is going to end as a comfortable 64% 2-star in a very well done attack here. Just a good example of how effective this Town Hall 11 strategy is at 2-starring even max Town Hall 13. So let's go into the next replay. So here we have a second example of this strategy, and it's the same army, and as you can see, the Town Hall is in the middle, but it's surrounded by a wall, so you don't need those barbarians. You can bring the extra sneaky goblin. So what Sharky is going to do, he's going to start with a couple Electro Dragons just to snipe some value around the base. Now, this Electro Dragon only gets those 3 buildings in this, okay? And that is an example where a baby dragon would be more useful, because a baby dragon or 2 Baby Dragons to be certain could get the same value, okay, which is where a later Town Hall 11 2-star strategy will come in. But again, he sends his heroes in close to an air defense in an attempt to get to the air defense, which isn't going to work out, and you're not always going to be able to snipe an air defense, so don't sweat it. But anyways, same thing. We got Loons, we got Blimp, we got Warden. And this is the type of base where it's super important because a Blimp has so far to go. And he uses the freeze spells to help the Blimp get to the middle. That is the main difference between a Town Hall being close to the edge and being in the middle, is you're going to need spells to help the Blimp get there. Now, you also need to look ahead at the defenses that are going to be firing at the Blimp so that you know where to freeze as well. But anyways, he's dropping 1 Electro Dragon with a Rage for each of them to get as much chain value as possible here. And this one is a little bit more sketch, but remember, these Town Hall 11 2-star attacks are pretty difficult. But again, I do have a Baby Blimp strategy as well that I highly recommend you check out. But neither of the strategies are perfect. There is an example to an Electro Dragon, and I'll get into that in a later video. So again, just remember to follow the steps, get as much value out of every one of your troops as possible. And once you have practiced this a little bit, you'll realize that this is actually a much easier strategy than it looks like. In fact, a lot of the time, it's easier to 2-star a Max Town Hall 13 than it is to 3-star a Town Hall 11. But anyways, like I said, this strategy has its strengths. The Baby Blimp strategy also has its strengths, but if you want to stay tuned and stay informed on when I send a guide for how to combine the two into one Master 2-star strategy, then go ahead and subscribe. Remember, if this gave you some good ideas on how to 2-star a Town Hall 13 as a meager Town Hall 11, go ahead and leave a like and stay tuned to my videos so that you are up to date on the current meta.